Today, the defense services provide the young woman not only good remuneration in terms of salaries, it also provides them a very clean living and working environment. In 2022, the government of India took the decision of allowing girls to join the NDA. But there are two pathways today if you want to become an officer in the defense services. The flying is concerned. The medical tests are very stringent. For the Air Force has a height restriction that they have laid. Selection rate in the SSB is very less, but at the same time, the SSBs will immediately select you if they find that you are the right person.
कि माई भागो आर्म फोर्सेस प्रिपरेटरी इंस्टीट्यूशन क्या है, कैसे एस्टेब्लिश हुआ, उसका मोटिव क्या है और कैसे हमारे लिसनर्स और व्यूअर्स उससे कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं.
It is an exclusive all-girls institute, which has been set up for motivating, mentoring and training girls from Punjab to join the armed forces as commissioned officers.
Jai Hind everyone. You all are welcome in Cadet Coffee Times with ANO Preeti Swami. तो दोस्तों, आज का जो हमारा पॉडकास्ट है हमारे स्टूडेंट्स जो 6 to 12 के हैं उनके लिए है, और तो और जो हमारे कॉलेज गोइंग स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके लिए है. और ये जो फरमाइश आई है ये स्टूडेंट्स ने ही की है कि हम जानना चाहते हैं आर्म्ड फोर्सेस के बारे में, कि कैसे हम क्लास 10th के बाद या 12th के बाद सब्जेक्ट्स लें ताकि हम एनडीए को ज्वाइन कर सकें, या फिर हम अगर सीडीएस ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं या एसएसबी कर रहे हैं और या फिर हम एनसीसी के थ्रू एंट्री ले रहे हैं तो उसमें कौन सी बातों को हमें याद रखना है. इन सारी बातों को आज हम अपने पॉडकास्ट में आपसे शेयर करने के लिए लाए हैं. और आज हमारे जो गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर हैं वो हैं मेजर जनरल जसबीर सिंह संधू, AVSM. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much, Preeti.
Yes, Sandhu, AVSM is a veteran of the Indian Army with almost 4 decades of serving for the nation. He is an alumnus of NDA Khadakwasla. In his 36 years of service in Indian Army, he has held prestigious command staff and instructional assignment including command of Rashtriya Rifle Battalion as well as in an infantry brigade in JNK as a brigadier in general staff of OTA Chennai. He has provided the extensive value addition to the curriculum for the cadets including ladies. Prior to his retirement, in January 2022, he was also ADG NCC for Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Chandigarh. He has also been awarded the Ati Vishisht Seva Medal from President of India for his distinguished services. And then he took over the second director of Mai Bhago Armed Forces Preparatory Institution, Mohali, on 9th November 2022, an institution of Punjab government training and mentoring the young girls of Punjab for defense forces and services as a commissioned officer. So sir, we wholeheartedly welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Sir, जो पहला जो यूँ कहें जो ओपनिंग क्वेश्चन है वो ये है कि हाउ एट्रैक्टिव अ करियर इन डिफेंस सर्विसेज.
इससे पहले कि मैं आपको बताऊं कि जो करियर इन द डिफेंस सर्विसेज कितना अट्रैक्टिव है, मैं आपके जो बच्चे हैं जो इस पॉडकास्ट को देखेंगे उनको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि इट इज़ नॉट न्यू फॉर विमेन टू हैव बीन इन्वॉल्व्ड इन द डिफेंस सर्विसेज.
ओके सर.
इनफैक्ट अगर हम अपनी हिस्ट्री को देखें, सो वी हैव नेम्स लाइक रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, वी हैव गॉट माई भागो जी फ्रॉम पंजाब, वी हैव गॉट कैप्टन लक्ष्मी सहगल who was with Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and there are countless others who have been serving in the defense services of India.
Yes.
And providing extensive value addition to the armed forces. जहाँ तक girls का सवाल है, after independence the involvement of girls as far as the armed forces was concerned was mainly limited to the medical services and the nursing services.
Okay.
However, 1992 में the government of India decided that it is high time that we start inducting women into the defense services in regular roles as well.
Okay.
And all the three services thereafter started inducting women extensively into the armed forces. आपको खुशी होगी ये जान के कि आज की तारीख में जो हमारे तीनों सर्विसेज हैं, आर्मी, नेवी और एयरफोर्स, उसमें तकरीबन 5,000 लेडी ऑफिसर्स
Okay.
आर सर्विंग द
Okay.
डिफेंस फोर्सेस इन इंडिया टुडे. एंड इन फैक्ट अगर ऑफिसर्स के अलावा जो छोटे रैंक्स हैं उनका भी अगर मैं टोटल आपको बताऊं तो ऑलमोस्ट अबाउट 11,000 women are serving the defense services in India today.
Okay.
And I can also tell you that all of them are serving the defense services because it is an attractive career option. Today, the defense services provide the young woman not only good remuneration in terms of salaries, it also provides them a very clean living and working environment. And you are aware that one of the only services in our country which are extremely well looked after by the government are the defense services.
Yes, sir.
And especially for all those who get a permanent commission, the government looks after you right till the time you are alive.
Okay.
So whether in the form of pensions, whether in the form of medical facilities, so on and so forth. So I can safely say that it is a very, very attractive option.
Okay.
And it is also reflected by the thousands and thousands of young girls today who are giving the exams for joining the defense services.
Yes.
Which is also reflective of the fact that they understand that it is a good career option.
Yes, very true, sir. Yes, Rijana?
Sir, it is my internal question only. Like, is NDA mainly open for girls? Like, say boys ही करते हैं, so can girls also join?
You would be aware that in 2022,
Yes,
the
sir.
government of India took the decision of allowing girls to join the NDA.
Yes.
The first batch of NDA for women started in 2022,
Yes, sir.
and they took about 19 girls. The number is very less, but the decision of taking girls was a very big and a significant decision, and it showed the intent of the government towards women at large in India, that even the defense forces will in due course
Yes.
have large number of women joining. So what you asked, yes, the women can join. We started with 19 vacancies in 2022. It is already gone up to 31, and in due course it is expected to rise even more.
Okay.
And I can tell you that having been an alumni of the National Defense Academy, it is one of the best academies in the entire
Correct, yes.
world.
Yes, sir.
And it is the dream of any young boy or girl to actually go and get trained there, as also to complete his or her educational qualifications on the side.
Yes. So it's a good options. Okay. So you can also keep it open for yourself. Yes.
Sir, what is the main procedure to join this institution?
While your question was regarding NDA, but I can tell you that there are two pathways today if you want to become an officer in the defense services.
Okay.
One pathway is where you go through the NDA or the National Defense Academy. The other pathway is that you do your graduation and then you give the Combined Defense Services exam or the AFCAT exam for the Air Force. And after graduation also you can join. As far as NDA is concerned, the good thing is that you can apply for the NDA exam immediately, after your 12th. And in case you get selected, you do your graduation at NDA, which is, under the aegis of the Jawaharlal Nehru University. You can take the subjects of your choice. You don't have to sacrifice anything in terms of your academic, preferences. And after you complete your 3 years of course at the NDA, then for 1 year, depending upon your preference for which you have applied, then you are sent to a finishing academy, or what is known as the pre-commissioning training academy. Like for the Air Force, it is at Hyderabad. For the Indian Army, it is at Chennai, the Officers Training Academy. and for the Navy naval cadets, they have to go to the Indian Naval Academy,
Yes.
which is in Kerala.
Okay.
Besides the NDA and the opportunities at the graduate level, the Indian Navy has recently also started a cadet entry scheme.
Okay.
So as part of the cadet entry scheme, any child who has completed her 12th and has also given her JEE exam,
Okay.
and she has a competitive CRL score, she can directly apply for the cadet entry scheme, and thereafter, if her score comes within the cutoff which is decided by the Indian Navy, they will call you for a service selection board interview, and in case you get selected, thereafter you will be enrolled in the Naval Academy.
Okay.
You will do your BTech over there,
Okay.
and again, like the NDA, you are eligible for a permanent commission the moment you complete your BTech degree.
Okay.
So that also is a very attractive option. And the Indian Army also has a similar entry, which is called the Technical Entry Scheme.
Okay.
However, presently, the Indian Army is only taking boys,
Okay.
but I'm told that that in due course, the Indian Army will also start taking girls immediately after the 12th in the technical entry scheme.
Okay.
So to summarize, there are three pathways. One is the NDA, which you can join after your 12th.
Correct.
The second is the graduate entry, where after your graduation you give your CDS and the AFCAT exams. You can go to the Navy, Air Force or the Army. And the third is the cadet entry scheme, which I just mentioned for the Indian Navy presently, where based on your cutoff of the JEE score, you can get a chance to join the Naval Academy.
Sir, related to the same question, there is a query in my mind that when the cadet should or a student should apply for this cadet entry.
So, since today is the 18th,
Yes, sir.
for all your cadets, for all your girls who have already passed out and have given their 12th,
Correct.
a few of them may have also given their JEE exams.
Yes, sir.
So you can, the last date is, if I'm not wrong, it is the 20th of July.
Okay.
So they can, there is no harm in applying for the for the cadet entry scheme. And in case their score or
Yes,
the JEE percentile comes within the cutoff decided by the Navy,
Okay.
they can be they can straight away get a call for the SSB,
Okay.
and in case found fit, they can go there.
Sir, this is something new which I am hearing.
Yes.
That this is a good option for the girls also.
And especially girls who belong to Punjab,
Yes, sir.
and they get a call letter
Okay.
from the Navy in case they decide to apply.
Okay.
Then I would recommend they should contact me at the My Bhago Armed Forces Preparatory Institute.
Okay, sir.
And in case they get a call letter, we can organize free of cost coaching for them for the SSB
Okay, sir.
before they go for the SSB.
Wow, that is a brilliant idea, sir. Sure. So जो भी हमारे स्टूडेंट्स ये सुन रहे हैं और जो हमारे क्लास 12th के पास आउट हुए हैं अभी 2024 के, तो आपके लिए एक ऑप्शन है. अगर आपने JEE क्रैक किया है तो अभी भी कुछ नहीं बिगड़ा है. अभी हम जुलाई है तो कर सकते हैं. 2 दिन है आपके पास, आप एनरोल करिए और अपना इस करियर को भी आगे और आगे लेके जा सकते हैं.
इनफैक्ट ये जो मैंने आपको कैडेट एंट्री स्कीम का बताया, बहुत सारे बच्चों के साथ होता है कि उनका जो परसेंटाइल आता है वो इतना अच्छा नहीं होता,
Correct.
या उनका जो JEE का CR जो स्कोर होता है या रैंकिंग होती है, इट इज़ नॉट वेरी गुड एंड दे आर नॉट गेटिंग द college of their choice.
Yes, sir.
So here is an opportunity, if selected by the Indian Navy,
Yes.
you can do the BTech from the Indian Navy, get a commission the moment you pass out.
Okay.
And for all those who have done their BTech through the Navy and are in the technical stream, subsequently the armed forces gives opportunities to officers to do their MTech and all.
Okay.
From various IITs
Okay.
with which they have affiliations.
ओके ओके.
Yes.
तो सर इधर इसी से रिलेटेड एक और क्वेश्चन है कि जैसे जो NDA का ड्यूरेशन है वो आपने कहा कि कुछ टाइम इधर होता है और कुछ हम अपनी स्ट्रीम सेलेक्ट करते हैं, तो कितना ड्यूरेशन उस सर्विस का इधर होता है या ट्रेनिंग का इधर होता है?
मैम ऐसा है कि जहाँ तक NDA का सवाल है, जैसे ही आप बच्चा NDA का एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म भरता है, So she gives her choices over there. I want to join the Navy,
Achha.
Air Force, or the Army.
Correct.
There are particular requirements of the three services. So once they join the NDA, for the first 4 terms or so, or approximately for about 2 years,
Okay.
by and large, everybody goes through the same training.
Okay.
Thereafter, there is some service-specific training that happens at the NDA.
Okay.
And as far as the service-specific training is concerned, that is then specific to the arm which you have selected.
Okay.
Now, once the training finishes at NDA, that is the 3 years are finished, then all the girls, who had applied for joining the Indian Navy, then they proceed to the Naval Academy at Kerala.
Okay.
The girls who opted for the Air Force, they proceed to the Air Force Academy at Hyderabad.
Yes, sir.
And the girls who opted for the
Army.
Army, then they will either proceed to the Indian Military Academy, which is at Dehradun, or the Officers Training Academy. Since presently no course has yet passed out
Yes, sir.
from the NDA,
Yes, sir.
because the first batch only started in 2022.
Yes, sir.
So those instructions are still
pending.
awaited.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yes, Regina.
सर आप गर्ल्स जैसे मुझे बड़ा शौक है प्लेन चलाने का बट आई एम वेरी अफ्रेड ऑफ हाइट्स कि अगर नीचे गिर गए तो क्या होगा सो वैसे जनरल क्वेश्चन है कि गर्ल्स को हम फ्लाई कर सकते हैं डिफेंस सर्विसेज
Of course, there are, I would say, there are, numerous women icons today who are there, who are flying helicopters, who are flying fighter aircrafts, who are flying transport aircrafts. In fact, there is this lady officer from the Air Force, Avni Chaturvedi.
Avni Chaturvedi, yes,
She
sir.
is the first, she and another 2 girls were the first fighter pilots
Yes.
from the Indian Air Force. And similarly, in the Indian Air Force also, there are large number of other women, who are flying other aircrafts like helicopters. In fact, from my institute, that is the Mai Bhago Armed Forces Preparatory Institute, the first girl who became an officer was flying officer Tabassum Khan. She is now flying a Super Hercules aircraft.
Wow.
There is another girl, Sehajveer. She is presently under training. She's also been selected as a transport pilot. And there is a third cadet who's recently commissioned, Yuvraj Kaur. She is presently flying helicopters in Gujarat.
Okay.
And last year there was another girl who was commissioned from the Officers Training Academy at Chennai. She has also joined the Army Aviation Corps. So yes, the fact that you are scared of heights is because you have not been really exposed, or you have not got the right amount of guidance.
Correct.
And everybody is scared of heights. It is wrong to say that some people don't get scared of heights. Everybody gets scared of heights, and I'm sure with due guidance and due help, this fear can be overcome.
Overcome. You can.
The only thing that the Air Force is strict about, as far as, or maybe any service is strict about as far as the flying is concerned, the medical tests are very stringent.
Yes.
So you have to pass those stringent tests. But of course, so many of these girls who are flying aircraft have already passed that. And for the Air Force has a height restriction that they have laid.
Okay.
You need to be at least 162.5 centimeters in height.
Okay.
So in case you have reached that height, then you are definitely selected.
Definitely, you have more options to do. Sir, एक और क्वेश्चन जो स्टूडेंट्स ने रखा है वो है कि डू द आर्म फोर्सेस ऑफर परमानेंट कमीशन टू द वुमेन जॉइनिंग द फोर्सेस?
So anybody joining the armed forces through the NDA or through the cadet entry scheme of Navy,
Yes, sir.
they are 100% assured of permanent commission.
Okay.
As far as the permanent commission to short service officers is concerned, in the year 2020,
Okay.
the Supreme Court gave a decision
Yes, sir.
that all women will be entitled to be considered for permanent commission, just like their male counterparts.
Okay.
So from 2020 onwards, all women, including those who join as short service, will get an opportunity of being considered for permanent commission.
Okay.
The only factor that they will have to keep in mind is that the armed forces have a process for considering you for permanent commission. Your ACRs should be good.
Correct.
Your superiors should have found you to be a good officer.
Correct.
Medically, you should not have become overweight or unfit.
Yes.
And essentially, and of course, you should have done well in the courses that the army, makes you do.
Yes.
So, if by all methods of assessment you have done well, there is no way that you will not be recommended for permanent commission. And when I say that you will get a permanent commission, well, that means you can serve till about 54 years of age.
Yes.
In case you become a brigadier, then you serve or equivalent rank, then you serve till 56 years of age.
Okay.
And in case you become a major general, then till 58. And in case you become a lieutenant general, then till the ages of 60.
Wow.
And of course, with permanent commission, there are a host of other perks and privileges that come. The first being pension, then of course, and other medical and other perks and privileges, that you get.
सर एक और एक स्टूडेंट ने वैसे क्वेश्चन किया था कि एसएसबी किसी कारण से उस स्टूडेंट ने नहीं ज्वाइन किया, मेडिकल में सब कुछ क्लियर हो गया, नेम भी आ गया, फाइनल सिलेक्शन लिस्ट भी होगी, लेकिन वो स्टूडेंट फैमिली के रीज़न से वो नहीं ज्वाइन कर पाता है, तो अगर वो दोबारा जाता है तो क्या उसके लिए वो ओपन होते हैं या दरवाजे बंद होते हैं?
मैम, आज की तारीख में लड़कियों के लिए वैकेंसीज कम हैं बॉयज़ के कंपैरिजन में, बट जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया, दिस वैकेंसीज आर इंक्रीजिंग एवरी ईयर.
करेक्ट सर.
एंड एवरी ईयर देयर आर लैक्स ऑफ गर्ल्स हु आर अप्लाइंग फॉर a commission in the defense services. So once you have missed your chance,
Yes, sir.
then you have to again go to the start point.
Correct.
And you cannot claim any advantage.
Yes, sir.
That look, I was already considered. Then you will, because then it will be unfair
Yes.
on the other children who are coming up fresh or for the first time.
यस सर. नहीं सर, जो वो स्टूडेंट है वो हेजिटेंट है कि अगर मैं कर भी लेता हूँ सारा क्रैक, तो क्या जब मेरा वो इंटरव्यू राउंड होगा तो वो मुझे फिर से कंसिडर करेंगे कि नहीं करेंगे, वो इसीलिए अप्लाई नहीं करना चाह रहा?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है
ना.
सी, दी एसएसबी सिलेक्शन जो है, इनफैक्ट इट एज फार एज द HR selection is concerned, because it is also a form of HR selection in the entire country. The SSB selection is considered like a gold standard of selection.
Okay.
In fact, even the corporates,
Yes.
from time to time, they keep updating their selection processes within the corporate world based on the selection parameters that are being used by the service selection boards. And in fact, the service selection boards के जो rules हैं या parameters हैं, they are made by an organization called the DIPR,
Okay.
Which is the Defense Institute of Psychological Research,
Okay.
which is a lab of the Defense Research and Development Organization.
अच्छा.
So this whole process of the SSB is based on the practices that are there all across the world. It is designed by scientists and psychologists based on Indian conditions. And the armed forces cannot take a chance when they are selecting candidates, because at the end of the day, that officer has to lead people in battle, where lives will depend upon the quality of that officer.
Definitely.
Or tomorrow, in case of a pilot, she may be flying an aircraft which may be costing hundreds of crores of rupees.
Correct.
And in case the officer who has been selected is not up to the correct parameters, so then the whole thing goes into a tailspin.
Yes.
So that is why these SSB, in fact the selection rate in the SSB is very less.
Yes.
But at the same time, the SSBs will immediately select you if they find that you're the right person.
Okay.
And as far as the SSBs are concerned, what are they looking for? They are just looking for a person who is not an introvert.
Yes.
He need not be a total extrovert. He could be a mix between an introvert and an extrovert. They are looking for a person who loves to be in a group rather than remaining, all by herself. And they are looking for a person who is by and large positive in her or his outlook.
Yes.
And they are not looking for a complete, because, after that, after selection, then a person is put through training.
Correct.
And there are so many aspects of training which a person learns during training. So essentially what the SSB is looking for is a good candidate, and we are not, the SSBs are not looking for geniuses.
Correct.
They are just looking for somebody with the positive frame of mind and who can be trained.
Yes, very true sir. तो जो भी हमारा वो स्टूडेंट है जिसका ये क्वेश्चन था, तो सर ने कितना खूबसूरती से आपको जवाब दिया है. आप फिर से तैयार करिए अपने आप को, हताश नहीं होइए और अपनी ट्रेनिंग के लिए आगे तैयारी शुरू कीजिए. यस रिटिना.
Sir, actually I just told you that I want to join Air Force. So मेरे को वैसे हाइट से बहुत डर लगता है, but actually I want to make my parents proud that I want to clear AFCAT and Air Force, join Air Force. और सर मेरे को एक छोटा सा कंफ्यूजन है, जैसे कि मैम ने बोला था कि MBA वगैरह, उसके लिए हिंदी सब्जेक्ट इज नेसेसरी?
No, any girl who's from Carmel should not have any issues because firstly, Hindi is not a requirement either for the NDA exam or the CDS or the AFCAT exam. All those exams are held in English. And as far as the NDA exam is concerned, there is one paper that is there for maths, so which is essentially 11th and 12th maths, and the second paper is what is commonly referred to as the general aptitude test or the general ability test, which is a mix of English, that is 33% is English, 33% is science, which essentially is science of 9th, 10th and maybe 11th, and 33% is general studies. Again, the history, geography that you studied in your 9th and 10th. That is what it is. And of course, a little bit of general knowledge.
Yes.
So, the Hindi would be required to communicate with the Jawans or the troops once you have become an officer, because most of them, that is the spoken language.
Yes.
However, your ability as far as Hindi is concerned is really not required during your exams.
Okay.
And similarly, even at NDA, when you are doing your graduation, there is no subject where you will have to take Hindi as a subject.
थैंक यू सर. अब आपसे वो जानना चाहते हैं जहाँ से आप एसोसिएटेड हैं कि माई भागो आर्म फोर्सेस प्रिपरेटरी इंस्टीट्यूशन क्या है, कैसे इस्टेब्लिश हुआ, उसका मोटिव क्या है और कैसे हमारे लिसनर्स और व्यूवर्स उससे कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं.
सो माई भागो आर्म फोर्सेस प्रिपरेटरी इंस्टीट्यूट एक पहली बात तो एक गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट है पंजाब गवर्नमेंट का, एंड इट इज़ द ओनली इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इट्स काइंड टुडे इन इंडिया which is an exclusive all girls institute, which has been set up for motivating, mentoring and training girls from Punjab to join the armed forces as commissioned officers.
Okay, sir.
So and this institute has played a great role in this for the purpose for which it was started. And from 2015 when it was started and the first batch passed out in 2018. We already have about 34 girls who've joined various academies to become officers. A large number of them have already become officers. I took some names, regarding those who are doing flying. And every year, this process is becoming even better. When this institute was started, उस टाइम पे ये सोचा गया, उस टाइम पे एनडीए की एंट्री गर्ल्स के लिए खुली नहीं थी. So it was thought that since girls will be coming from all parts of Punjab, and some of them will also come from areas where their exposure to English was not very good. So it was thought that why not start a residential institute where a child who is selected comes and stays at that institute, that is My Bhago Institute, does her graduation for 3 years at MCM DAV College Sector 36 in Chandigarh,
Okay.
and along with her graduation, she is made physically, she is improved physically, her spoken English is improved,
Okay.
and she is made ready for all the exams that she has to give in the 3rd year of her graduation.
Okay.
In the year 2022, when NDA got opened up for girls, so last year we had gone to the present Chief Minister of Punjab, Sardar Bhagwant Mann, and requested him that look, since NDA has started and we already have an institute running for the girls who are doing their graduation, why not start an NDA preparatory wing for girls as well?
Exactly.
And the Chief Minister was very, very prompt, and he immediately gave us approval.
Okay.
And consequent to that approval, last year we started the first batch of NDA. Because it was the first batch, we started with just a strength of 10 girls.
Okay.
And this year we have taken another 10 girls in the next batch.
Okay.
And the girls who were part of our first batch, who came in last year, they are going to be giving the NDA exam this year in September.
Okay.
As far as their education is concerned, since we are picking them up after the 10th,
Yes, sir.
these girls then do their schooling at Doon International School in Mohali,
Okay.
and which is a good school, in fact one of the best schools in Mohali as far as girls are concerned. And they do their 11th and 12th from Doon International.
Okay.
At the institute, we concurrently work on their academics, we work on their physical fitness,
Okay.
and we work on their improving their personality,
Okay.
so that when they pass their exam and then they have to go in front of the SSB, they are not found wanting in anything.
Yes, sir.
And since I'm talking of My Bhago, I also wanted to tell you that as far as the costs that a child has to incur, the only cost that the child incurs is the cost of the tuition,
Okay.
which again is very subsidized. While the Doon International School charges about 1 lakh plus per year from girls and boys for the whole year, for our girls they charge only 50,000 or 54,000. They don't charge any security, they don't charge any registration fees. And similarly at MCM DAV, the only fees that a child has to give or a girl has to give is the tuition fees of MCM, which is varying between 29 to 33,000 per year. All the other costs, which includes your residential accommodation, your food, your privacy, your security, your safety, your uniforms, your coaching with tutors, all that is paid for by the Punjab government.
Okay.
And each girl who joins the institute at the graduate level, she is given one room with an attached washroom, where which becomes her home for about 3 years.
Okay.
As far as the NDA girls are concerned, we give them one room for 2 girls because the girls are younger in age, and we don't want them to get scared or start feeling as if they are all by themselves. So 2 girls share a room. Again, there is no community washrooms. Everybody gets a private space, and I think so. All in all, this is a fantastic initiative of the Punjab government.
Yes, sir.
And I must also tell you that when Punjab government started this institute, they were well aware that the vacancies for women in the armed forces are very less. So while all the other state governments also thought about this initiative, they looked at this initiative from a return on investment perspective.
Yes.
कि इसमें से हमें क्या मिलेगा? Whereas the Punjab government looked at it as a social initiative to help out those girls who are coming from areas where possibly they may not get those opportunities to become officers. And last year, out of the 8 girls who became officers, you'll be happy to know that 5 to 6 girls are from backgrounds where the total land holding that their parents have may not be more than 2-3 acres of,
Oh.
and they are from very, very, average, financially average backgrounds.
Okay.
But given the right coaching, the right guidance, this institute is doing great service
Okay.
to achieve women or young girls realize their dreams of serving the nation as commissioned officers.
सर, तो किस समय उनको अप्रोच करना होता है आपके पास, कैसे, मतलब इसको कोई
So
एग्जाम पैटर्न?
so हमारा एक एंट्रेंस एग्जाम होता है, and there is and we exactly go as per the results of the entrance exam. So for the NDA girls, every year we have an exam in January.
अच्छा.
So January में in the first week we will hold an entrance exam, and everybody is eligible to, anybody who is going to give the 10th board in that year
Okay.
is eligible.
Okay.
By February, that is by the first week of February, we carry out a selection process, so that by first week of February the child is clear in her mind
Okay.
that I've been selected or not selected, and thereafter she can concentrate on her board exams.
Okay.
The syllabus for the girls who are there in the 10th is exactly based on what they are preparing for in their 10th board exam.
अच्छा.
There is nothing
Separately,
which is separate, so there is no need to study separately.
Okay.
And for them to get an idea as to what should be the syllabus, we have a website, and on the website the question paper, the old PYQs are there,
Oh, great.
which can be used as a guide to prepare for that exam.
Okay.
And similarly, in the month of April, after the 12th exams are over, we conduct a entrance exam for the graduate entry.
Graduate, okay.
So again, by about May or so, we work on their selections, and any girl who has been selected, thereafter we have a MOU with both the school and MCM DAV. Both of them, get admission over there,
Okay.
based on our letter that we send them.
Okay.
And thereafter, the children join their school or college as per the dates. The NDA girls join Doon International in the first week of April,
Okay.
and the graduate girls join the MCM in the first week of July.
July, like a normal student.
Yes.
here.
So presently, my second course of NDA preparatory wing is going on,
Okay.
and the 10th batch of the graduate batch is going on.
Oh wow, that's so good, sir. So thank you so much, sir, for coming here. तो देखिए हमारे listeners और viewers, आपके पास कितना सारा info आ गया है, बस अब आपको काम करना है। और जैसे ही हमने माई भागो इंस्टीट्यूशन के बारे में बताया, तो जो भी हमारे पंजाब के रेजिडेंट्स हैं, स्पेशली गर्ल्स, तो उनके लिए बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है। प्लीज़ आपके नियर बाई एरिया में है या वेबसाइट पे जाइए, आप सर्च कीजिए और क्यों ना एक अटेम्प्ट कीजिए, स्पेशली 10th क्लास में जो हैं, जो अभी आए हैं, सो वो भी, और जो हमारे ग्रेजुएट लेवल पे हैं वो भी इसे ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। उसके साथ साथ सर ने सारी डिटेल आपसे शेयर की है कि किस तरह से आप NDA और SSB या फिर कोई भी एंट्री है उसको आप बड़े आसानी से पार कर सकते हैं। सो आई थिंक यू आर गोइंग टू बी आवर नेक्स्ट फ्यूचर ऑफिसर्स। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग टिल द एंड। सी यू इन आवर नेक्स्ट पॉडकास्ट। टिल देन, जय हिंद।